It's begun, and this time, it's different. The deportations of illegal Indian immigrants have started sooner than expected, merely 2 weeks after President Donald Trump's triumphant return to the White House. Trump told reporters after his phone call with Prime Minister Modi last week that India will do what's right when it comes to taking back illegal immigrants. The first plane, carrying 205 Indians, is landing in Amritsar. Hours after the flight took off, the White House announced that Modi has been invited to meet Trump between February 12th and 14th. India is experiencing what Trumpologists have been warning the world about, that to get a little, we'll have to give a little too. After all, this is a man who knows the art of the deal. Trump came to power off a campaign that targeted illegal aliens, as he called them, who broke out of prisons and mental asylums to steal jobs and resources from the American public. Right after taking office, he immediately signed a spate of immigration-related executive orders in keeping with his campaign promises. But the actual demographics of the Indian immigrant population in the US is slightly different from this characterization. And we've seen over the past few weeks how high-profile people in Trump's orbit, like Elon Musk, have waded into the debate over high-skilled immigration and the value that Indian immigrants bring into the US through visa programs like the H-1B. But India is also the most populous country in the world, and there's just too many people jostling for fewer and fewer opportunities, so much so that many Indians have bought into the myth of the American dream, believing it's truly possible to make it in the land of opportunity even without the proper documentation or resources. But that America has changed, and its outlook seems to be changing with it. Trump's America is taking a hard stance against illegal immigration of all forms, and doesn't care about how it looks while doing so. This isn't the first time that illegal Indian immigrants have been deported from the US. Around 1,100 Indians were deported in the last fiscal year ending September 2024 under former President Biden, not Trump. Since October 2020, US Customs and Border Protection officials have detained nearly 2 lakh Indian migrants attempting to cross the border either from Canada or from Mexico, all of whom are eligible for deportation. And as of 2022, there's 7,25,000 undocumented Indians present in the US, making it the third largest group of illegal immigrants after Mexico and El Salvador. So this is not a new thing for America to do. What's new is the fact that it's straight out of Trump's playbook, and it actually seems to be working. Experts say that these are concessions New Delhi has to make to avoid a trade war with Washington. And as his previous presidency taught us, Trump's not afraid of a fight. And the last few weeks tells us that he's in a hurry to fight them. Just look at the tariff threats he placed on Colombia and Mexico. What's also interesting is the choice of a C-17 military aircraft to deport the migrants to India. So far, military aircrafts have flown migrants to Guatemala, Peru, and Honduras. India will be the farthest destination for Trump's military transport flights. It's a costly way to deport migrants. A military deportation flight to Guatemala last week likely cost at least $4,675 a migrant. And it's meant to prove a point, that this is a clear show of force, and this is what to expect from Trump 2.0. Thank you for watching The Print.